In the American political system, using your rights responsibly required that you be educated. And there was a desire that you have sort of a moral education that would help you make good political decisions.
Throughout the early part of the 19th century, Ohio was experiencing a great population boom and rise in new economic industries. Society was changing fast, and the support for a fully funded educational system began picking up steam.
There are several really important figures who helped pave the way for public education within Ohio. One of them is Caleb Atwater.
Caleb Atwater was one of Ohio's earliest historians and reformers. In 1822, Atwater successfully lobbied the legislature and Governor Allen Trimble to establish a commission to study the feasibility of creating common schools in Ohio, financed by the state.
In 1825, the study eventually led to a new bill, one that used property taxes to support a public school system. While progress was certainly made, the state still needed an organized way to distribute funds fairly to the great number of school districts across Ohio.
In 1837, Samuel Lewis was appointed as Ohio's first superintendent of common schools. As part of this new role, he was tasked with learning firsthand what school looked like all across Ohio.
Lewis travels on horseback all across the state of Ohio, visiting approximately 300 schools in more than 40 counties.
One of the things he encounters is that some schools are in good shape because students are paying tuition in wealthier areas, but many of the rural areas are very poorly funded.
After all his findings, Lewis questioned whether a true public school system was really possible.
In 1836, the Ohio legislature commissioned Calvin Stowe, education reformer and husband of Harriet Beecher Stowe, author of Uncle Tom's Cabin, to study the European school systems.
Around the same time that Lewis was studying the school system in Ohio, Calvin Stowe was conducting his own research in Prussia.
And one of the things that Stowe encounters when he's there are really well-run schools with highly trained teachers who have gone through some of the most rigorous training that he's observed. Calvin Stowe comes back and writes this report that he delivers to the Ohio legislature and makes a compelling case for why common schools need to be funded in order to support national pride and patriotism and to just create a better educational system for the state.
By 1849, public sentiment in favor of free education was reaching incredible heights. People not only favored, but demanded universal free public schooling.
By 1851, the Constitution specifically guarantees that there will be state funding for public education for Ohioans.
The Ohio Constitution of 1851 was the result of so many incredible people working tirelessly to help students across the state receive a free public school education.
Article 6, Section 2 of the 1851 Ohio Constitution states, "The General Assembly shall make such provisions by taxation or otherwise as, with the income arising from the school trust fund, will secure a thorough and efficient system of common schools throughout the state."